from inside Place Bell, where the Montreal Victoire kick off a 3-game homestand against Toronto. Montreal looking to bounce back off a 2-game slide. They were rolling on a 6-game win streak this time last week. Now Toronto, a regulation win puts them back at the top of the standings. And it's been a long time since the Sceptres have reigned over all the other teams in this league. These two teams, though, were the top two to close things out in the regular season, year one.
I would imagine both of these teams like the position that they're sitting in, both battling for top, but I think they're looking differently at playoffs, though.
Fast, and Scamora trying to work it off the wall, get it out to Turnbull. Montreal has been so strong when they outshoot their opponents. They're the only team that hasn't lost when they're able to lead in shots on goal. This season, Comfort just puts it down. Toronto goes for a change. Desbiens plays it out. Backing up Desbiens is Sandra Abstreiter. Elaine Chuli still out. Another center ice draw. Emma Malte taking that one, winning it.
She's been good inside the dot. She's taken a lot of face-offs despite playing wing all season.
In fact, she has as many face-off wins this season as she did all of last season. A much better percentage right now. She's taken fewer than her total amount last year.
And Ryan said she takes a lot of face-offs, but she doesn't play up the middle a lot, so it'll be a real adjustment for her.
She's sitting at about 67% currently. In comes Allie Monroe. She takes a hit from Maureen. Puck goes out. Well, Montreal's been enjoying the view from the top since just before the new year. Toronto setting up for a defensive zone draw here. Poulin at the dot. And right away, shot fired on Gamble. The first time Toronto and Montreal have actually returned to play in the same venue. They've always played in a different building. Back out. Away comes Jessie Comfort. Her centering feed. Turned over. Youngbloom was chasing. Renata Fast gets there first. Flips it over. Another feed into the neutral zone this time. Savannah Harmon trying to find Scamora. Played off the wall there by Comfort.
You watch Haley Scamora, and right away there's one of the little things she does, just the body position she takes to protect that puck.
In comes Fast. She finds the middle. Turns back, looking for some reinforcements. Spooner gets it down, takes a hit, sends it right back on Tabin.
Fast with the hit, and then a little extra shot for Tabin after the puck.
Spooner's first time playing inside Place Bell for the PWHL.
Pretty amazing that these two teams played in so many different venues last season. Like you said, second time that they've played here.
They were out in Vancouver as well for the takeover tour early in January. Woods plays it up off the wall. Keppel gets there first for Montreal. Bit of a tentative start here. And Mentis. Over now to Boulier. Quick work by DeGeorge. Gets it off the board, and in comes Watts. She's got help. Fired wide by Malte.
Well, those are two players that wanted to play together. Torian said they were asking to play together. They get their chance, they almost connect.
They're on that line with Izzy Daniel. Just rimmed it there. And to keep it away from Keppel. She's pressed up against the wall now. Daniel as well. Looking from her knees. Out comes Malte to Monroe.
Risky pass when you've got someone like Laura Stacey on the ice. She almost picked that off.
And then Boulier delivering hits like that in front of the net now. Watts. Coming out, David. Flips it to neutral ice. Sent back by Flanagan. Toronto able to set up once more. Montreal can pass it out quick. They do. Poulin. Cross ice to Stacey. She'll rim it. Near side this time, Poulin at the half wall. And away we go, Comfort. Quick passes, Turnbull. Now Comfort once more, scores! Toronto strikes first!
And that was just a really nice transition through the neutral zone for Toronto. A beautiful goal, and just the way they transition through the neutral zone, finding the open pass, opening things up so they open up that outside lane. Little pass it back to the wing. Now you've opened things up. Turnbull takes that pass over. Comfort, and she finds the back of the net. Player that's had a lot of success against this Montreal team. She beats Desbiens just inside the post. Over the glove.
With her 8th goal of the season, officially now has a goal in every game against Montreal this season. She's also scored in 8 different games. Seen so much production, such a big step up from her last season. She had just 1 goal last campaign. You think, what a difference she's been so far for Toronto.
Oh, what a difference. And we asked Troy Ryan about her before the game. He said it's a mindset thing, just really starting to become a pro. She doesn't let the highs get too high or the lows get too low. Good approach to every game, and it's really showing.
Both teams have open scoring throughout this season series against one another, and Montreal still coming away with those wins, but they'll look to even things out early. Youngblom on the doorstep. That puck went up and out. O'Neill as well. In comes Spooner to clean out the slot.
A nifty little pass from O'Neill from behind the goal line.
Natalie Spooner taking big hits early on in this game. Boreen, cross ice, has help, picked up. Quick work by Gosling. She plays it up to Willoughby.
Murphy tried to pull the toe drag, and it looked like maybe she was going to be in. I think she had Gosling beat.
Montreal feeling the pressure down low. And to work off it. Laura Kluga along the line. Her first game against Montreal. Willoughby out to Monroe. She'll send it around. Up comes Montreal through the neutral zone, but still kept to the outside. Advantage for Toronto is Comfort. Fresh off that first goal. Takes it all the way around. Plays it in. Turnbull. Assist already as well in this game. Back out to the point. Harmon and fast. Getting to work fast. Comfort looking for the redirect. Grant Mentis. Quick sticks there, but it'll be Maureen Murphy. He tries to carry it out. Turnbull once more. The neutral zone turnover.
Toronto with a couple of really quick transitions to get back in and get on the attack. And they're at their best when they get the puck in deep and they get on the forecheck. They're best recovering the puck. They do a nice job a couple times on transition.
Enjoying some time here as Emma Malte brings it back into Montreal's end. Victoire facing early pressure here. Desbiens will cover. Toronto Sceptres, Jessie Comfort able to get on the board first with help from Captain Blair Turnbull and Savannah Harmon. It's 1-0 Toronto in Montreal. Right now, Montreal looking to get things going. They'd love to go to the Bell Center with a win. Right now, trailing by 1. Carol Watts coming in to cut off Kayla Barnes, but it'll be offside.
Right now, Toronto seems to be winning a lot of the races.
In the neutral zone, Emma Woods for Toronto. Along the wall, Spooner. The puck taken away. Grant Mentis. Out to Erin Ambrose, our first look at Ambrose since she last played in Ottawa.
That's a big hole in the lineup as well, and she's out sick. And she brings so much to this team, both offensively, defensively, blocking shots.
Good work by Woods. Back in the neutral zone. Toronto trying to work off the wall. Spooner sends it down. In comes Gosling. Gosling with 4 power play goals this season in her rookie campaign. Chase is on. McKinnon gets there. Sent around. Carter as well with a quick touch. Amy Youngblom was battling for it in the offensive zone, but from the dot, Toronto was looking for a quick exit. It pops up over the glass. Montreal 2 shots to Toronto's 1 that found the back of the net. Ambrose holds the line, shoots from distance through traffic. Along the near side now, trying to retrieve. Poulin, Tabin, throwing her weight around along with Stacy. Centering feed. This time finds Haley Scamora. She keeps it. Lets it go back out. Monroe. Quick to the outside. Scamora once more to Flanagan. Flanagan shoots and it's blocked. Blocked by Katie Tabin. Montreal has some strong players when it comes to those blocked shots. Here's Scamora in her 7th game with the Toronto Sceptres. Came in a trade along with Savannah Harmon. Happened just before the new year. Back at it is Scamora. Comfort in the slot. Beaulieu able to disrupt that. Back out Grant Mentis. Her stretch feed finds Claire Dalton. Dalton takes it all the way around. Drives towards the net. Murphy there. She loses an edge. Back around McKinnon. Flips it off the glass. Kept in. As Megan Carter looks up for a way to get this puck out into the neutral zone. Kayla Barnes swoops in. That's Anna Shelbin, and they'll trade. Trying to find that space in the middle. Murphy. Malte gets a touch. And back around McKinnon once more. Toronto trying to get moving. Watts and Daniel. Watts this time. She plays it up. Kuga goes in. Laura Kuga stops Barnes, but out comes O'Neill. As her path is cut short. Battle with fast off the wall once more. Kuga. Just trying to work out of their own end. Big hit by Boreen. Frees the puck. O'Neill has it. Pressed up by Harmon. Back around Katie Tabin. Got big hits all over the ice here. Neubauer-Rova getting a piece of it. Desbiens comes out to play. Grant Mentis with some quick passes. Sent right back by Woods.
Want to look at Toronto's 4th line with Laura Kluge just in her 4th game on that line. Getting a little bit of time as she gets her feet under her.
What a start she's had. Flying in from Germany, feeling well under the weather, and then going on a 4-game road trip, including travel out west to Edmonton.
And playing in front of 19,000 fans. One of her first games.
What an introduction, and Spooner puts it in the glove. Toronto still with a 1-0 lead against Montreal. Shots tied at 3 in the first period. Montreal looking to even things out on home ice, where they've had the advantage in so many of their games this season. In comes Kayla Barnes in the slot. Deflected, but still going to work. Now back behind the net. Out comes Poulin, rims it to Stacy, one-timer. Back down, Barnes. Now Gardner gets it back for Montreal. Gardner trying to hold on now. Up against the boards, Harmon keeping Stacy. Press behind, Wilgren from the point. Now Poulin. He puts it in, quick touch. Back at it was Gardner. Big puck movement here from Montreal, going back and forth. Rather side to side, keeping Campbell on the move, but Toronto clears it.
Well, and there's a smart little chip into the zone just to relieve pressure and allow Toronto to change.
Good reset for the Victoire. Now Turnbull puts it on the pad. Has to come in for the rebound. Back out. Lays the hit on Poulin. McKinnon in the neutral zone this time. Scamora loses her stick as well with that. Coming through. One-timer Carter. It's fired wide. McKinnon at the point. Back in the neutral zone. Got pieces of stick and a whole stick as well out on the ice.
Scamora's collision with Poulin, and that stick went flying.
A bit of debris still. O'Neill has to keep the puck on her stick. Grant Mentis goes to chase down the puck that flew off the back of the net. Working with Dalton now. Along the wall, McKinnon in there for Toronto as well. Just grinding it out right now. Victoire can't hold their position in the offensive zone, and out comes Toronto. Daniel plays it back to Watts. It's Keppel trying to get her stick on it, back out to the point. Monroe lets loose. Malte down low. The puck off the bodies in front. Back out. Quick work. O'Neill almost had the turnover.
Just looking for Malte in the middle and just couldn't quite get that puck to her. And the Julia Gosling with a big hit against Anna Wilgren entering the zone. Then Toronto feeds this one right back up the middle. This isn't the line you want to do that. Kayla Barnes jumps in for a chance. Toronto does a good job to get in the lane, and then Blair Turnbull, and she's had a good period so far. Throws this one off the far pad, doesn't get the rebound that she's looking for. She's jumping tonight. She's got a little bit of juice in her boots.
Just outside Montreal's blue line, the Victoire in the neutral zone draw, and come up Keppel as Gardner along the near side as she takes it through the legs. Stacy to Keppel, and around they go. Boulier fakes it, draws it out. Back to Poulin. Stacy off Campbell. Montreal trying all kinds of angles on Kristen Campbell. Stacy out to Barnes. Chance here. Wilgren flips it in the glove. It's out. And sent right back. Quick work by Emma Woods as they go off.
You had Stacy going to the net. She just wasn't quite there yet.
Stacy with a quick stick. Sends it into the corner. That sets up the Victoire. Stacy, though, off the wall. Now Poulin. Check that Gardner. As she's turned around. Watts right there as well for the Sceptres.
Toronto got the change they wanted, and so they got the better matchup, which is a hard thing to do when you're the visiting team.
Harmon rims it out to Scamora. Now this time it's kept in from the neutral zone, and Montreal, Tabin takes it around, has O'Neill. Ambrose lets loose. Back again, Maureen Youngbloom on the doorstep. Back out, Ambrose, patient. Opts for the pass. Sent back. Around they go. With the Sceptres in the way. Clog up those slot lanes, and that opens up ice here for Fast. As Scamora with her fast takes the shot. Just high. Back around Woods. Keeps it back in. Check it. It's Emma Malte. Along with Daniel. Malte shoots. Desbiens saves. And already a goal in this game. Scored by Jessie Comfer. And there's not been a single scoreless period in their 3 meetings this season. They have played to extra time as well.
2 of their 3 games have gone extra time.
McKinnon out to Watts.
It's anybody's ball game when these 2 teams meet.
Toronto chasing from the dot. Now McKinnon. Murphy Carter gets it up to Daniel. Quick stick. Sends it down. Watts. Malte both below the goal line. Up and around to Monroe. Malte. Coming in, and Toronto. It's a partial change. Back out now, Daniel. She's pressed up. Comfort in for support. Back out. On the point this time. Blair Turnbull sends it around. Flanagan now. Trying to find a way. Comfort hoping to find her, and in comes Turnbull.
This is one of the areas where Montreal's been so good this season, is that they've been good defensively. So Toronto right now gets some zone time, but to get into the middle has been tough.
Still low shots on goal in this first period, 8-6 in favor of Montreal. Started off slow now. In comes Laura Stacey. Not a fast. Able to lay a hit.
And there's a great matchup. Two players that can absolutely skate. Stacey looked to drop the shoulder and drive the net. The Fast was with her stride for stride.
And Fast now has the puck as well. Tabin tracking her back around. Spooner on the other side. Poulin gets there first and gets around. Marie-Philippe Poulin has some space. No fire on the shot. Into the corner it goes. Poulin with plenty of room there. Now Keppel. Back out to Boulier. And Victoire looking to get going on the rush here. Boulier out that time to Derek Gregg. In comes DeGeorge. All players drawn to the near side. Once again, Toronto looking to clear. Boulier shoots off Campbell. David looking for the wraparound. It's kept out. Montreal still moving, and it's offside. O'Neill and Malte in the neutral zone as Lena Youngbloom coming in on Izzy Daniel just behind. They'll settle down, and from the face-off, Montreal looking to work it into the middle. They get to Boreen. Malte in the way. Daryl Watts sends it to the outside. Boreen sends it around Barnes at the half wall. Goes in to collect. O'Neill was there. Quick work by Malte. Now Watts looking up. Has Daniel there. That gives Toronto some room. Or rather some time. As in comes Haley Scamora. She shoots off the pad. The crowd loves the save by Anne-Renee Desbiens. Haley Scamora certainly heating up early here in this game.
She's had a couple of really good chances, and coming off again that assist last game that maybe she's looking to get back on the board.
Her first point of the season. We're in the final minute of this game. Toronto along the wall. Turnbull had it for a moment. Ambrose sends it cross ice. And in comes Laura Stacey. It's Laura Stacey and the Sceptres. It's fired wide. Whole team, all eyes on Stacey once more. The pass to Poulin. Poulin circles back. One-timer. Stacey could have a skip there, and Ambrose had it. Another chance. And it's no goal.
What a save. Now, Kristen Campbell came up big for this team against Minnesota. She's done it already here tonight, as she may have stopped the best shooter in the world. Stacey and Poulin, you could just see them looking for each other right now. Haven't been on a line together for a few games. They get reunited, and they go tic-tac-toe and almost in. What an opportunity this was for Marie-Philippe Poulin. She's just hunting that puck in the middle of the ice. And Campbell gets there with the left pad.
The Kristen Campbell, Toronto very familiar with, especially looking back to last season and what she was able to do with this team. Big sequence of stops there. Harmon rims it around. The crowd, though, reacted thinking maybe it had snuck in. 18 seconds left here in the first period. A chance for Montreal to tie it. Tabin out to Ambrose. A Spooner gets her stick on it. Fired right back from the point by Boreen. On the near side. Final 5 seconds. And Malte will have the puck last. Toronto wraps up the first 20 minutes with the first goal of the game, scored by Jessie Comfer. When Jessie Comfer scored that goal, she talked to our Rob Pizzo to start the first intermission about how she loves playing here. But yeah, when you get to silence this crowd, well, that's what Toronto wants.
That's a big part of it here. The crowd's such a big piece.
Yeah, once Montreal gets going, Stacey especially, crowd rallies behind its stars. And they bring it into Toronto's zone. Quick, Poulin. Sends it down to Stacey. Fast there. That's the matchup we saw all through the first period as well.
Well, again, it's tough when you're the visiting team to get those matchups, but you know that Troy Ryan's going to go to that as often as he can, is to get fast out on the ice against that big line.
Turnbull with some quick speed along the near side. Sends it down. Kayla Barnes from Montreal flips it up.
Well, look to be a set play off the opening face-off for Montreal, as they're going to go to the penalty box right now, and delay of game. Kayla Barnes is going to sit down for 2 or less.
So the best power play in the league will get to work. 21 goals so far, the power play this season for Toronto. They had 11 in total last season.
Well, there's Kayla Barnes with the puck just in the defensive zone, flips that one up and over, so that's going to send Toronto to the power play, and this power play has been good.
Power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towels. Paper towel, power through tough messes.
We're on a 9-game streak that the power plays connected. In those 9 games, they've picked up points in every one.
Now truly fueled by the power play. Gosling with 4 markers on the advantage as well this season. Quick work by Montreal. Their penalty kill is 3rd overall in the league right now. They've allowed 10 power play goals against, clicking about 80% efficiency right now. And in this season series, there have been no power play goals from either side. Or rather, Montreal has not scored on the power play. Toronto actually has 3 power play goals in their 3 previous meetings. Harmon. Quick work out to Flanagan. She moves in. Trades places. Comfort comes in top circle. Still in the slot. Trying to find a lane. Pass to Comfort this time. Down to Malte. Up once more. Toronto on the power play. Harmon, Malte. Coming in closer. Turnbull. Off the side of the net. Wilgren. In on the board battle here. Beaulieu as well for Montreal in the burgundy jerseys. Back out this time. Harmon to Turnbull. Turnbull shoots off the pad. Harmon picks up the rebound. Has another look. Out this time to Comfort. Toronto patient, running out of time. 10 seconds remaining. 5-on-4. Flanagan looking to extend their lead. Back down Flanagan once more. One shot on that power play, and out comes Barnes. It's a good kill for the Montreal Victoire.
Well, it was the second unit that got in and really got set up.
And in comes Malte. Trying to make good there. Barnes loses her stick. Renata Fast skates through the neutral zone with that one. Gives the Sceptres some more time here on the attack. At even strength. And Maggie Connors really taking it away in the slot. Woods as well. Gets the puck out to Fast. Around to Carter. Up they come. Haley Scamora, who's had some good looks, has number 6. A shot in the glove. Desbiens with a save. The stand still at the dot, and Stacey comes in for Montreal. Had it up to Poulin. Center ice. But in comes Flanagan quick. Poked by Gardner, and it's offside. Talked about Haley Scamora having those chances, and player without a goal so far this season. Had 5 in year 1. The Ottawa Charge. Now Laura Stacey brings it in for Montreal. Gardner on the other side. Collects it off the wall. Poulin stopped short by Turnbull. Quick work, they score! Jennifer Gardner with Montreal's first goal of the game.
Well, for this team to be successful, this line has to connect, and they do. And Jennifer Gardner, now, we know she's got an accurate shot. We'll get to that later, but some nice puck movement around the wall. It's Poulin with the body position to separate that from the puck, and then Stacey with a quick one-touch pass back to Gardner. That's on and off the stick in a hurry, and she just gets that little tiny spot that Kristen Campbell has left on the post. She doesn't need a whole lot of room. She finds it in the back of the net.
Fourth goal of the season for Jennifer Gardner to tie things up inside Glass Bell. Jennifer Gardner, of course, feeling pretty good after showing off her accuracy skills when it comes to shooting in the half skills contest this past weekend. Rob Pizza will have more on that later. Drop pass by Fast, and Montreal on the move. That feed picked off by Daryl Watts. She comes in, works it through. Daryl Watts driving the net. Harmon from the wall as the crowd still celebrating. Montreal goal. They were shut out on home ice last week. A rarity for the Victoire. Fans at home happy to have something to cheer about.
It's not too often that they have to watch their team get shut out and only get a goal in 2 games. So this game has been much different from them, just in terms of the way that they're skating, moving, battling.
Fast. Sends it back. Watts. Toronto still looking to clear. Taking it off the wall. Now chasing it down, Daniel and Keppel. Daniel goes off. Woods up on the forecheck, but Amanda Boulier trying to use the near side. That creates a turnover for Toronto. Woods was playing it up. Carter and McKinnon staying back in the neutral zone this time. Out comes Comfer. She has Gosling with her. Blocked by Boulier. Quick work. Woods comes in. Takes it back out. They'll work the perimeter. Carter flips it in. Slot is busy, and out comes Grant Mentis. She'll flip it up. Campbell will cover.
It's one of those flips that could be a little bit dangerous. You put that on net. Goalie's got to be sharp.
We're getting into it just in front of the net. Grant Mentis for Montreal.
Some aggressive negotiations, and they get tidied up pretty quickly by the Lions people. So
Montreal able to tie it up. Jennifer Gardner working with her line of Poulin and Stacey for the second period equalizer on home ice. Montreal had the offensive zone drawn now. Capitalizing or trying to move in quick was Gardner. He's been so good, but working with a line of Poulin and Stacey, that is offside. Turnbull and Comfort will come in.
Well, in a home game, you know Troy Ryan has said that when Poulin steps on the ice, Turnbull's going to be right behind her. And so you get the Turnbull matchup and you get the Fast matchup.
And this is what Montreal knows. They know that teams are watching their player very closely, as Chloe Sheffrey says. No one else has Poulin.
No, and over the 6-game win streak, that line had 11 of the 22 goals. So you know exactly what they can do, whether it's Stacey on that line or Maureen.
Ilgren up to O'Neill. She draws Sceptres her way, including Renata Fast. That pass picked up. Barnes fires it anyhow. Steered aside by Campbell. Montreal now leading shots on goal 15-10. And that's part of the expectation when these two teams meet. We saw it in year one and now in the second season. Just very physical, big hits, both sides. Throughout the entire game, Boreen chasing it down. Toronto's end. There's a hit on Carter. Now O'Neill with the puck. Malte plays it off the wall up to Boulier now. Amanda Boulier out to Grant Mentis. No shot, just one. Maybe looking for Boreen. Found Boreen. Forced back below the goal line once more. Toronto coming out with it. Izzy Daniel looking back, takes the shot. Watts was there, tried to jump on that rebound. Monroe from distance, again Watts. Toronto coming now in waves.
Well, this has been Toronto's MO all year, is that they struggle at times to get out of their zone, but when they get in the offensive zone, they can be very good.
Derek Gregg stopped at the point. Puck goes around. Quick work by Willoughby. Kruger and Poulin at the dot. Back out Stacey, tried to pounce on it. Wilgren gets it back, puts it on Campbell. Back out Gardner, fired that one. Another lost stick. Stacey without. The puck goes back. The Montreal zone. Tabin, a hit on Turnbull. Back out Turnbull, up and at him. Sends it out to Fast. He's looking for a lane. In the middle, Poulin to Stacey and back again. Marie-Philippe Poulin comes in. Stacey draws low. He's net front. Poulin taken all the way around. Fast now for Toronto as we go the other way. Renata Fast comes in. Shields puts it on Desbiens. The right circle. Pops out to the corner. Boreen working with Keppel. Get it out. Connors for Toronto using the wall. Spooner looking out to the point this time. Carter sends it back down. McKinnon on the far side. Feeling the pressure from Youngblom. And the Woods back out. Now Carter comes in. Tries a shot. Another one. That one flips up high. Toronto just looking to put those pucks toward the net. Woods. Back out. Trailing in shots by 4, but in comes Mariah Keppel. Montreal can't set up in the zone. Face off against Woods. Dalton sends it around. McKinnon trying to meet the puck. Back out. Murphy has it. Sent down. Spooner flips it up. Now Claire Dalton for Montreal as she's kept once more to the outside. They're all trying to find middle of the ice right now. And nearly coming away with it was Grant Mentis. Daniel bothered by Murphy. Up once more, Malte has Watts as she tries to skate around. Tabin leaves it behind. Ambrose turned around. Now Stacey trying to get on the move, but off the skate. And Malte will turn up the other way. Forced to circle back. Rim once more. Out to Watts this time. Up to Flanagan. She tees it down. 8:40 to go in the second period.
Malte playing the middle and everything in her.
In comes Stacey, kick save.
Wanted to jump down on the forecheck, but she held that high lane, stayed patient.
Montreal just taking the angles, taking the shots. A different tempo and pace that we saw in the first period. All tied at 1 in the second period. Montreal looking to extend a lead on home ice. We are missing Hannah Miller in the lineup tonight, and she's now the leading PowerPoint scorer, but we are even strength at this time. Montreal looking to extend a lead, or rather, just get the go-ahead, rather. This game able to tie things up here in the middle frame as we approach final 8 minutes of the second. In comes Poulin. Stacey around the net. Barnes in the corner out to Derek Gregg. Brings Harmon with her. Stacey angle. The shot coming right in front. Fast. Turnbull getting caught up on Poulin near the crease. Back around we go. Comfort this time. Looking for a pass. The pressure from Barnes brings her back into the neutral zone.
Just not able to open a lane.
Oh, Stacy! It's offside! She takes that hit right in front of Sandra Abstrider, dressed in her second PWHL game for Montreal. Elaine Chuli is out. She's out as well. In the last game, Gosling turns and fires Spooner, battling with Boulier. Out comes Maureen Murphy. To Keppel, and up quick, Grant Mentis. Stick work by McKinnon. Steers it for the Sceptres. Back in the mix, Dalton comes through. And away, Woods. Gosling pushes the puck up, then lays the hit on Boulier. And a loose puck, Murphy sweeps in once more. Now Gosling. In comes Monroe. Still working below the goal line. Now off the wall, Boulier. He's putting it up, trying to find Grant Mentis.
It's one thing neither of these teams have had a problem doing in this game is just firing the puck up off the glass, relieving pressure, and getting into the neutral zone.
Youngbloom keeps it in for Montreal. Boreen getting to work as she does along the end boards. Out comes the puck, and Shelbin in the mix for Montreal. O'Neill along the wall. Boreen comes out with it, takes it around, looks for a wraparound. Puck goes all the way to the point and back again. O'Neill on the doorstep. Boreen as well. Couldn't do it on that take. Another chance. Net front. Back out once more. O'Neill and Boreen closing in on Campbell.
Good defensive play in front from Allie Monroe.
Good hit by Boreen as well. And the pressure all the way deep in Toronto's zone. Flanagan able to use the wall for relief. Montreal with a face-off win. Barnes takes it to the outside, works it once more off the boards. Gardner far side. And got Montreal on the board in this game. There's a hit on Neubauer-Rova. Barnes once more. Feeds it in for Poulin, shoots and scores! Marie-Philippe Poulin gives Montreal its first lead of the night.
You don't have to give her a whole lot of space, and she's going to be able to find mesh, and she does just that. Montreal, who's just been absolutely pouring on the pressure. They've been getting the zone time wave after wave, and they turn this puck over through the neutral zone. It's just a quick touch to the middle to Poulin, and she rips it again. Doesn't take her much. She's got a strong, heavy shot. She finds the top of the net through the middle of the ice, as she puts Montreal up 2-1.
Montreal captain Poulin's 12th goal of the season. She is the league's leading goal scorer at this time. Fires up the crowd inside Place Bell. Now Toronto looking to respond. Daniel Desbiens with the save. Star was born. You showed me pictures today, Becky, of you and your two very young boys at the time. Now they're all grown. It's just incredible. The legacy you and your teammates have left. And Poulin now playing in this league. And here's a fun stat. If you are a Victoire fan, in games where Poulin has scored this season, Montreal has been victorious. Right now, they're out shooting as well. The Sceptres 19-14, approaching the final 4 minutes of the second period. Poulin up to Taven this time. Blocked in front. Back around we go. Ambrose. Her shot felt by Scamora. Youngbloom.
They're just coming in waves right now.
Toronto looking to respond here before heading into the locker room. They had a 1-0 lead coming into this middle frame. Off the wall by O'Neill. They've yet to get a win on the Victoire this season. Complete turn of the tides compared to what was done last year when Toronto was 5-0 against Montreal. Crowd not liking the physical play of Renata Fast taking down O'Neill. No call will play on Wilgren. Getting a piece of a hit from Turnbull.
It's always interesting when you get two teammates, the Team Canada teammates, and Fast and O'Neill with a battle like that. That's when you know there's some emotion in the game and you can give it to someone that you've played for years with.
They already got their cages stuck to one another earlier. Dalton trying to feed it into the low slot, but she's steered into the wall by Fast. Once more, Dalton. Couldn't get by, and Savannah Harmon trying to send it out along the wall. Once more. Final 2.5 minutes to go here. And Julia Gosling on a breakaway. Gosling, patient. And she's just wide. What a look for the rookie.
She's been good on breakaways this season when she's been in shootouts and throws a nice move, just can't find the net.
Does set up Toronto here in the offensive zone. They try to put some pressure on Montreal. Wraparound attempt by Spooner. Dara Gregg carries it into the neutral zone. He's pinned by the Sceptres. Back around and out. Boulier looking up ice. David trying to jump on it. Monroe out to Flanagan. Putting on the speed. Callie Flanagan for the Sceptres through the middle. Shoots back out. Daniel kept in from along the blue line, and Malte trying to find some space. Watts brings it back into the neutral zone. Well, I'm trying to make their way in, but chasing it down, it'll be an icing. Final minute of the second period. Haley Scamora. The puck right from that draw. Quick fire, Fast. Gets it down. Barnes back. And now Turnbull flips, and it's kept out. Wilgren keeping it away from the goal line. And we're getting into it in Montreal.
Well, you knew that was going to draw a little attention. There's no better way to end a period.
We got hugs by Poulin and Turnbull back there.
Well, you got a bunch of everything going on, but this is a bad turnover for Montreal. Looked like maybe Toronto was going to find the back of the net. Trickles through Desbiens, but does not go in. Turnover through the middle. Turnbull turns, fires on the backhand, almost in. Wilgren pops that puck out, and then there is a fight to find that loose puck. They're just that close to tying it up.
Wow. Anna Wilgren, the hero for Montreal in that moment.
Blair Turnbull just turns and fires, and it's on and off her stick quickly, and that's the key. Catch the goaltender off guard.
Now by the end of it, the two captains just kind of finding one another behind the net, but a way to close out this second period. Poulin out to Ambrose. That gives Scamora time. There will be a power play for Toronto on the way. 15.8 seconds left in the second period.
Well, just look when it looked like maybe another turnover was going to lead to a scoring chance. You got to think Coach Corey Chevry wants her team to turn that around. They've been so good this period, but they're going to go back to the box. Turnover at the blue line. Scamora takes off Ambrose with that stick in the feet. So she's going to sit down. This high-powered power play is going to get another opportunity.
Royale, Tiger Town, power play. Just over 15 seconds left in the second period, and that is what has made Montreal's penalty kill so effective. They did just that the first time around. Toronto 0-1 so far on the advantage in this game, but fast coming through. Watts fires! And there's the horn. Montreal comes away through 40 minutes with 2 goals in the second period to take the lead. The third period underway. If Toronto wins this in 60 minutes, they take top spot. The Victoire right now with a 2-1 lead, and Laura Stacey moving in quick. Fires. Hard off the glass. Gosling collects it along the wall. Sent around. Stacey still there. Into the corner. Out comes Watts. She's had some moves. Plays it out. Came into this game as the league's leading, or rather the league leader in shots with 72. Been so strong for Toronto. Another chance for Watts. Kept out by Taven. And Taven, strong performance for her as O'Neill, who jumped on the breakaway. Fast, got a stick to the face. Keeps moving. Puts it in the glove. Desbiens will freeze. Toronto wins it in the offensive zone. Turnbull, patient in the corner. Barnes stays with her. Out to Comfort. Toronto's lone goal of the game so far. Out of Flanagan. Cross to Harmon. Looking for a lane. Back out to Flanagan. At the circle across Comfort. Shoots, blocked by Wilgren and up. Harmon at the point. Sent into Turnbull. Takes a check, now Comfort. Goes to circle once more. Another chance, in comes Flanagan and Turnbull. No tipping. Back around, Comfort. Keeps the puck. To Flanagan here. Sustained time for Toronto. As they started the third period on the power play. Another good penalty kill for Montreal. 3 shots there, 5 on 4.
Well, you got to really wonder if they're not missing not 1 but 2 key pieces too. This power play's been good, but without Hannah Miller, that's a huge hole.
9 straight games for the Sceptres being able to score on a power play, and they're the only team so far who's had the advantage. In comes Natalie Spooner. She's kept to the outside, gets it back in the slot, backhand shot! Stopped by Desbiens. Puck still at the dot. Spooner batting at it, and Emma Woods getting a hit by Keppel. Check there, and out comes Spooner once more. Trying to play it off the wall. Gosling and Bulliet. They're drawn to the end boards, and Murphy gets it out to Bulliet. Flipped up. Finds Keppel. A fast gets in first. Carter as well for Toronto. Back and forth in this game as Spooner getting a turnover in the offensive zone. Brings it down. Taven there along with Youngblom for Montreal.
Spooner just read that Taven pass and intercepted it for a chance. It kind of telegraphed that one.
Doreen dished it down into the Toronto end, and Flanagan is forced to go back around. Poulin in close now. Monroe. Back check by Gardner. Once more. Poulin was looking to lay the hit, got most of the board that time. Comfort out to Scamora. Ambrose. A good stick for Montreal. Comfort and Scamora getting caught on one another. A far wall. Malte calling for it. Back out Taven for Montreal, and Fast chips it back in. Watts setting up, takes a shot, and Malte was right there. They'll go for another chance. Watts and Daniel working down low.
Well, that's where Watts is so dangerous too. When she can walk out on her forehand, it looked like she was looking for Malte on the back door. Just couldn't quite find the stick.
Shots all tied up now at 19. Toronto was trailing just by 1 coming into the third period. Fired high that time by Harmon. Crowd lively inside Place Bell. Started off quiet, of course. No goals for the Victoire in the first period. They put up their 2 tallies in the second. Spooner off the bench, plays it up to Wood. She has Watts! But a quick stick by Wilgren. Watts gets it back now. Toronto looking to tie things up. Woods down low. Now Carter, patient. Gives Toronto some time. Kluga! Shot blocked in close by Dalton. Puck pushed forward by Barnes as Carter takes a spill and Grant Mentis doesn't have a lane for herself. She goes off for a change.
Toronto with the bulk of the play right now and the bulk of the zone time for some good scoring chances.
Woods now, Derek Gregg from Montreal, and in comes Boulier. Rips it. Keppel collects near point. Back high slot, Boulier moving quick. Keppel fires. Oh my goodness, what a sequence for the Victoire.
Some great cross-seam passes. If that had been on net, I'm not sure Campbell would have gotten there.
They're all fired up. Very different period once more. A game really in 3 acts here so far inside Place Bell. Keppel to Boulier. They'll exchange. Back in the neutral zone, Scamora keeps it herself, takes it around, brings Taven with her. Now Derek Gregg trying to work it off the glass. That sets up Poulin. She gives the puck, backhand shot just wide.
What a move.
Toronto trying to get out of danger here as Poulin really comes around for another chance in the slot. Monroe being hounded by it. Stacy along the far side this time. Moore is able to pull it off the wall, but Comfort in the neutral zone.
Great job in the neutral zone. Aaron Ambrose just stepping up, ending that play.
Now O'Neill. It's a giveaway, and Emma Malte fires off the pad of Desbiens. Then lays the hit on Gardner. Toronto still on the attack. Watts.
I think some of the best opportunities in this game have come off of some really bad turnovers in Malte.
Now Watts comes in. She loses the puck. Wilgren at it with a stick. Anna Wilgren has been outstanding for the Victoire so far in this game. She made a big save, helping out Desbiens in the final minute of the second period. Keep that lead for Montreal now. Back in Toronto's end. A chance for Barnes this time. Blocker saved by Campbell.
She just didn't get everything on that shot.
And the story for a couple players tonight. Keppel pots it up. Off the glass, Barnes once more to collect. The reversal, Boreen gets it. In tight with Malte. Back out now, Savannah Harmon for Toronto. Plays it up to Gosling. Gosling also with a good scoring chance earlier in this game. Time just winding down quick here in the third period. As Connors tries to jump on that opportunity. Back out Flanagan. Going to send it back for the Sceptres. In comes Natalie Spooner right off the bench. Flies cross ice. Looks up, has Woods there. Brings Toronto back in the offensive zone. Big hit by Connors on Boulier.
I think Boulier threw that hit as much as she took it.
Now Carter coming in. Connors was on the doorstep. Connors can't get around. Another chance here. Montreal will just flip it. In comes Maureen Murphy, so good on the forecheck for the Victoire. Keppel back enough to stop Spooner from getting their first Tabin. Toronto looking to tie this game up. 10.5 minutes left in the third period. Sceptres without a win against the Victoire this season, and they can get it done in regulation. Toronto moves into first, but the Victoire have held steady there since before the new year.
This one's just been back and forth with all sorts of scoring chances.
Turnbull jumping on it now. Blair Turnbull has to shake off Tabin. Plays it off the wall fast. And keep it in along the point. So Harmon will rim it. Here comes Daniel for Toronto. Officially past the halfway mark of this third frame. Along the wall, Flanagan trying to send it up for Daniel. Tabin all over the puck. Down now, O'Neill pulling her way in along with Ambrose, who sends it back into the neutral zone. Monroe through the legs, in comes Kristen O'Neill. She's forced to the outside. Plays it off the end boards, Maureen. It's gonna reach Barnes from distance. And Wilgren trying to hang on as Daniel goes for the pass. Now Malte with a spin move, saved by Desbiens. Carter far side.
Malte has been all around the net this period.
Fast in the near point. Cross to Carter once more. Spooner setting up net front around. Fast goes. Will be Willoughby in the neutral zone. Willoughby with speed. Takes it around. Puck hits a loose stick, and Spooner tries to bury it. Back down Woods one more time. Some extended time here for the Sceptres. It doesn't take much from Montreal if they can get going. Dalton. Now Maureen Murphy on her own in Burgundy. Keppel lays it out for Dalton. Dalton driving towards the net. It's just off the side. Poulin out. Working from the half wall. Bollier trying to meet the puck. Turnbull from the slot. She sends it up for Comfer. Loses an edge. Final 8 minutes of the third period. Whistle's at a premium here. Minutes of play, steady here without a whistle. Toronto looking to tie things up. O'Neill is coming in. Stacey's there as well. Gardner hit off the puck. And away the Sceptres come. Malte has Scamora with her. Plenty of Montreal traffic in the way.
And there it is. We get a whistle after all sorts of back and forth and scoring chances. Either way, 2-1.
Malte will take this face-off for Toronto. The offensive zone, and Montreal brings it back into the neutral zone. Time winding down quick in the third period. Daniel in fourth. Some help. Gets the pass out to Carter. Carter plays it down to Malte. Back out this time, Gardner. We got Montreal on the board, and there Poulin, who scored their second. One-timer, Stacey just lets her rip. Big save. We got diving players out on the ice. There's Barnes taking a bit of a spill. She's back up on her feet.
Just when you thought Poulin was maybe going to go one-on-one.
Here comes Comfer. She'll take it around. All the way around. Over to Flanagan this time. Moving in on the goal line. Turnbull was there. In comes Montreal. Monroe looking for a lane. Chaos in front of the net. Comfer as well is down, but Desbiens covers. And here we go. We saw the emotions in the second period, but Toronto still looking to tie things up in Laval. Toronto trying to get to work here, approaching the final 6 minutes of the third period. Harmon in the neutral zone, jumping on it is Stacey. Has to get it down to Gardner. Chasing into the corner, O'Neill. Support from the line, Tabin just wide. So much power from Katie Tabin at the point.
She's had a strong game, really physical. She's throwing a ton of hits.
No points against Toronto. In fact, her only points this season have come against Ottawa, but they've taken a big part of the Victoire success here in this game. Toronto out shooting Montreal right now just by one shot. Both teams over 20. Malte, the giveaway, and O'Neill in the circle. Steered into the corner hard by Fast, and that'll cost Toronto.
Well, once again, Kristen O'Neill draws a penalty, and Renata Fast is going to go to the box. And O'Neill's not that big. I think sometimes players hit her and they don't realize how light she is. She goes in hard.
So it'll be the Montreal Victoire on their first power play of the game, and they lead 2-1.
Renata Fast going to the penalty box on a hit on Kristen O'Neill, and I'm not so sure she agrees this one. O'Neill goes in, looks pretty bad. She's smaller, she's lighter, and so you apply a little bit of pressure. She goes down pretty easily. Fast reaction is, hey, you know what? I don't really agree. But she's in the penalty box nevertheless, and that's going to send this power play to work. A power play that's been up and down this season. It's struggled at times, but you know they have the personnel to be good.
The first time, 5 maroon jerseys to 4 in white. Poulin, the face-off, and an immediate cover by Campbell. This is a Royale Tiger Towel power play.
This is a team in Montreal that, again, when they've struggled on the power play, it's been pretty interesting to say the least. When you look at the personnel they have, Poulin, Stacey, Ambrose, Barnes, Gardner, you know, these are some top power play players.
They're 0 for 10 against Toronto in the season series so far. Barnes looks back. Ambrose fires from the point. Down. Rimmed by Monroe. Poulin. Back out to Ambrose. Barnes. Ambrose once more. They'll trade. Go back and forth. Looking for a lane one-timer off the pad. Gardner is on the right side, but into the boards they go. Back out. Barnes now has space. Monroe blocking the lane along with Turnbull. Ambrose rimmed around to Gardner. Back out Poulin. Montreal on the power play. Ambrose. Once more. Quick stick by Turnbull. Disrupts that play, but lots of time for Montreal's power play here.
Well, good possession, but haven't done a lot to force Toronto out of their formation.
56 seconds to go. Flanagan able to get her stick on it. Back from the point, Wilgren. Still Toronto. They need a goal to tie things up. 43 seconds left on this penalty kill. They're 4th in the league when it comes to penalty killing. Back around Tabin. Rims it all the way to Abby Boreen, coming in fast. Slowed up behind the net of Campbell. Murphy. Back down, Boreen! Rings iron there. A piece of the post, and Wilgren.
That might have been their best chance of the power play. Abby Boreen off that left side of the net. And she's so dangerous from there. And you just get the chance to walk out and make that cross-crease pass.
So one shot for Montreal on their first power play of the game. As Fast is back out on the ice. She's looking to go to the bench. She does. And Turnbull works it off the wall. Plays it up to Watts. Less than 3 minutes left in the third period. Youngbloom trying to get around Flanagan. Along the goal line. O'Neill back out. Kicked around. Ljungblom once more at the half wall this time. It's fast. Takes a bit of a hit from O'Neill that time.
They've gone at it a few times.
2.5 minutes left in the third period. Now Flanagan coming in. Still gets the shot off around O'Neill. Buzzing. Near the goal line is Watts, but out comes Stacey, and what a stretch pass she had. Looking for Poulin.
Well, you gotta like that stretch pass, and you don't connect, but you're still in the offensive zone.
Now Ambrose takes it. Her shot block. Carter back up the point. It is offside.
Just offside, and really the best opportunity of the power play was Abby Boreen. She gets the puck off of the side of the net. She's a big, strong body down there. Now she comes out on the forehand. The choice to walk it in or try to make that backdoor pass. She just misses the net. She played that same spot at times last year when she was playing with Minnesota. Again here this year with Montreal, and she can be deadly from there.
Boreen has had a 2-point night against Toronto in this season. We're in the final 2 minutes. The crowd inside Place Bell singing along. Love to see their team bounce back. The Victoire were on a 2-game slide, and they've been ruling the standings for some time.
Kristen Campbell just starting to edge out of the net, and there she goes.
Here she goes with comfort. Puts it deep into the Montreal end, but there is an empty net on the other side, and Toronto has to watch for that puck.
Of course, Toronto gets it deep, but they're making a change, so they only got one player pursuing.
Oh, a quick pass up from Fast. Now Spooner has it. She just whips it into the far corner. Watts goes up. Stacey knows what's waiting on the other end. Flanagan firing off the wall. Daniel, time starting to tick down in front. Spooner! Right there! It's sent sailing the other way. Not in the back of the net, but now it is. Laura Stacey with a little extra insurance for Montreal.
Well, Natalie Spooner had a point-blank chance. She isn't able to beat Desbiens, which gives Montreal the opportunity to fire this puck down the ice. This should have gone for icing, but for the speed of Laura Stacey to beat everyone back to this puck, negate the icing and pop it in the empty net. There's the chance. Spooner right in front, all alone, puck down the ice, and there goes Laura Stacey. Turns on the Jets, gets to the puck first. Natalie Spooner looking for her first of the season. Of course, a shortened season for her. And there's Laura Stacey shooting everyone down the ice, and she deposits that one into the empty net for the insurance marker.
Final minute underway here. Campbell back in her net, and Stacey's 6th goal of the season. Also an assist in this game, so a 2-point night so far for Laura Stacey. Her and Ambrose sends it down, and O'Neill, and Montreal certainly feeling confident. Back on home ice. This is the first of a 3-game homestand. Michaela Grant-Mentis as well with an assist on that empty netter by Laura Stacey. And Toronto was rolling on a win streak. It's a much-needed break. Campbell goes off. We've seen some incredible late-minute goals. It's been to tie the game, and with that 2-goal lead, Montreal, their fans already in celebration mode inside Place Bell. The league's best bounce back. So a 3-1 win for Montreal at Place Bell tonight. Goals by Jennifer Gardner, Marie-Philippe Poulin with a game winner, and an empty netter from Laura Stacey. A great performance from Anne-Renée Desbiens in net.